fixing of ground zero, you can already see I've done a significant amount of work here. But there's still work to be done. For example, ground grass. Gah! I like that. You see all the curbs? The curbs I want to be the grass. The wedge 60 curb with grass. I guess I could make this asphalt right here, leading up into the theater. Wouldn't hurt. I already replaced that. This curb, you can see, needs to be redone. Other than that, I've done pretty much everything, except maybe put windows back in this area. Other than that, it all looking pretty good, right? Alright, so the first thing is I want this whole city block is what I want to cover. I want this whole city block. This is about the center of the city block. You can see the city block starts about 273 south, 63 west. So it's over 100. All right. Now, if you went to the prefab editor, you open up the backup manager. It brings you to the backup manager, right? You find your save game on my hard drive. Is what I do. This is where I set my default claim size. Its default is 33. 33 is shit. Well, I set it to 111 to cover that whole city block, hopefully. And I upped that to 10 just in case I wanted to do it more than once. And you have to check this is admin. Right, you click your name and your information will appear here. You gotta make some admin here to use the commands. So I have no claims. So let's go in the game and try this. Of course, you launch the game from the prefab editor, right? You launch the game this way. And so I'm in the game. So let's claim, we'll call it GZ Southwest. Oh, excuse me. Of course, BBBs. Whoop. Alright, specify. Oh, I said I wanted to call it Southwest. Oh well. I called it GZ. Alright, so now it should be 110, 111 blocks. You want an odd number, just like the land claims. So it's 50 in every direction for my spot. You have the center block and then 50 radius. Alright. Sorry about that, forgot to do something. Now you want to export it. That's a big area, and it exports everything from bedrock up. Right? Okay, and it tells you where to find it, but it's in your where your saves folder is now, and Hal's hopefully he can redirect that, so that's the default directory it looks for now since they changed it. But I go here, load exported area. Well, let's there it is. Alright. Starts at 166. And you see the stats, right? That's the southwest corner. That's the northeast corner. So let's load the exported area. Should be that one. That's what we just saved it as, right? GZ. Hold down control and use the mouse button and get down here. You see layer 0. We're all bedrock, right? I'm going up by 10. You see all the ore That's all ore mixed in with stone. See down here is this stone. Right? Put the mouse over here. It's forest ground. Gravel, lead ore, tungsten ore. You see? Down here is where it tells you whatever the mouse cursor's over. Right? It'll change. Anyway. Alright. Oh. That's asphalt. You can see the street layout, right? There's your police station. You know what? There's a row of plants there. So I'm going to hold shift. Oh, I hate it when it does that. I do that a lot. Hold shift. God. I will do this manually. Purple is grass. So I click on this to make it grass again. Okay. I could probably do this too. Holding shift, create my box. Alright, that's pretty uniform, right? Okay. Oh, and it looks and it got the curb. You see that wasteland curb? We don't want wasteland. We want wedge 60 curb. So, let's see. Wedge 60 curb. Now, I could replace all the blocks, but they're facing a different direction depending on what side of the city block it's on. So, let's see. Wedge 60 curb, that's it. This wasteland curb you see down here, it'll say, look down here. It'll say, I'm sorry, down west. No, facing down east. So I just make this down east so it's facing the same way. Now I'm going to change them. I'm just going to click it and it'll replace it. Let's try the shift click first. Alright. Ah, okay. See, that's not that big a deal. You know why? When that happens, you have to click on the map. Wherever I move my mouse cursor, it was lighting shit up. Alright, so you click back on that and then it's done. Now all this junk isn't too worried about because you notice down here it says this is all air, right? So since it's all in the same spot, it's easy to replace. First, let's get the grass. Now let's get the air. Select it. Bastards. Not should be this complicated. Wedge 60 curb. Down east. Sorry about that. Yeah, I get that error a lot. Which just causes this. You see it? That's what causes it. Fuck. Error. Alright, that's wedge 60 curb, but it needs to be a half block concrete asphalt. Of course, I could find it in here, right there. Click on it there. Same thing. And now it needs to be a sidewalk curb here. There it is. Down east, yep. Shit, error again. Okay, now we go to the, over here, what do we got? Wasteland curbs, and I want them to be all wedge 60 curbs, right? Gotta get all 4 blocks. And they're facing down south, which I see down here. This is down south, down the lower left. So wedge 60 curb, down south. Gonna try the shift click again thing. Don't mess up on me. Come on, baby. Single roast is hard. There we go, got it. And up here as well too. This side, right? Okay, if that's down south, this side over here is probably down north, yep. And I already got 4 of those up there, so let's do these. And down here. Okay, looking pretty good, aren't we? Got rid of all the wasteland curbs. Let's check our corners. What do we got? Wedge 60 curb corner. Yep. Okay, that's blue. What is this? That's a wasteland curb corner. We don't want that one with wedge 60. And this is facing down south, so down south, so it looks right. Okay, I think we got it. So let's save it. Now again, this just saved as a prefab is what it did. This is now in your prefab folder. So for example, open from disk, Decepticon, dun dun dun. Where you at? GZ, see? There it is right there. So when you load it back into the game, you load it back in as a prefab. So let's go up one more level here. Hell's all this shit all over the place? Let's take a look. Signs, okay, they're fine. Sign stop signs, the poles for the lights, yeah, it's fine. Now if you have rocks and grass and shit you want to get rid of, it's really hard to get rid of them. Backpack. I've tried replacing them with air, it just doesn't work, even if whatever this does. Decals, those little, you see blood spots and newspapers on the ground, they're decals, you can actually get rid of them. The only way I've really found to get rid of the grass is to replace it with like a wood frame. Go up here and replace block ID. And you find like the brown grass diagonal. There. With like a wood frame. You hit OK, and it'll change all the brown grasses in here to wood frames. Or whatever you want. We'll go more to that here later. But I tried replacing it with air and it never works. What do we got? Okay, this is the entrance to the building that I sort of semi-restored. That's the police station up here, that's the theater. You'll notice this deck, there's all those air empty blocks. Or those have window 3s, and those are no longer, it's just open hole in the wall. So let's fix that. Window 3. It's already in here. This window 3 is down north. Well, down north, down south isn't going to matter. Okay, so I'll say down north. Let's just, okay, we'll do it down north, and let's fill this in. So there should be windows there now. Let me save it, and I'll show you, this is what we're doing. Okay, this is the building I'm looking at right here. And this is just these right here, this open area, this gap, that's just where I put the windows in right there. Window 3s, right there. You notice the police station's got some missing too. Right on that level. And we just replaced this layer of dirt with grass, I think. That row, I mean. Oh, there's brown grass! Okay, we'll have to try and change that and get rid of it. Alright. Actually, let's go over here so when it loads, we'll be able to see it. Like I said, replacing it with air never works for me. And there's the decal I was talking about. Alright. That's what those are, decals. Okay. They're not part of that block. It's not an asphalt block with blood spot on top of it. Okay, so wood, what do we got here? We got window 3. Yeah, that's my plan in game. Window 3 broke 01 down east. Let's make it a healthy window. Plywood? Nah, window. Air, window. Wood barricade 02 centered. I'm looking on the bottom left. Nope. Window. 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 Concrete. Okay, now down north. Since we're going north and south here. Plywood, nope. Window. Wood barricade 2 center, nope. Window. Broke windows, nope. That's industrial, that's for the bathroom. Okay, next level up. That's where you come up the stairs, that's why it's air. That's the center of the police station when you look down. What do we got here? Air? There probably should be windows there. And then flip it. Going to get east to west now. Alright. I know it's a long video, but whatever. Alright, we're still going east to west. Right, it's 2x2 window area in this building. Normally it did have a bunch of broken windows in, but I started knocking them out before I messed around with this. Let's go north to south again. Whoops. Not sure if this is spots for windows here. I don't think so. We'll see when we get in game. What we got here? Concrete trim 3, and there's a gap. Probably just a hole in the wall. Let's take a look. So let's take a look at the back corner of the police station up here. Is that a doorway? Yeah, that's where that door used to be. Okay. There it is. That's the hole right there. That should be a concrete trim 2. That one right there, right? So let's find it. Concrete trim 2. Okay. What we got? Window 03, right? What do we got there? Air. Broke window, yep. 2 windows. Yeah, broke. Yeah, supposed to be windows there. What do we have here? Air. Concrete trim 2, probably. Take a look in game. Yeah, there's 2 blocks there. Should be 2 concrete trim 2s, and over here we're missing one. I think it told us. Yep, right there, concrete trim 2. Well, we're gonna have to get that again when I load it anyway. But if I wanted to heal those up, I could replace them with fresh blocks in the editor. Look at all those windows that need to be replaced. There's your bathroom windows, okay. Getting all those windows. Looking down left and I'm seeing what they are, just to make sure it's something covering a window spot. Industrial glass, it's fine there. Plywood, it's window slot. Let's click there, okay. Should be it, right? Okay, so that should have addressed the windows in the building down here and the police station, which they call the information center. As well as fixed some blocks there, so let's take a look in door frames. I don't like door frames. Gotta remove those. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, now something if you didn't know, every block, if you try and stand in the center of a block, you see in the upper left, it says negative 112.5. That's because every block, the coordinates for it, you have to stand on the lower left of it. So it's whatever block is to your northeast is the one you're going to get whole numbers, integers for. Alright, so alright, notice in the top left this is player XYZ, so negative 113, that's 113 west. 148 is my height. 147.9. And the z-axis is north to south, it's negative 174. That means that block to my northeast, right there, that's negative 113, negative 174, right? West and south. That's why when Hal does this, it says a prefab inserts northeast of you. Right, that's why it does that. There's something I want to correct. Alright, just to make that nice and neat. You can tell I already cleaned up the gas station, right? So now, we want to clean up this whole area again. See if it puts the changes for the windows and everything in for us. Shit, I might have to leave that too. For the dirt. Oh well. Is that stinking brown grass? See if we can find the brown grass. There it is, brown grass diagonal. See the lower left? Brown grass diagonal. So let's replace brown grass diagonal with wood frames. See if this works for us with wood frames. It doesn't matter, I just wanted something easy to pick up and spot. Because when they're out of the rotated, they're fucking perfect squares. So hopefully that may get rid of, let me see, wood frame, yep. Okay, now, remember, whatever, this whole thing is now a prefab called GZ. And the good thing about the backup manager is it gives me my coordinates. That's the XY. Those are the coordinates you enter. Don't try and overcomplicate it. Just enter those coordinates, right? So negative 166, negative 282. And of course 148 is the level we're at. I think. Ah, shit. Let's go to negative 166 and what was it, 280 what? Negative 166, 282. Oh, I don't need to know the frickin' Y coordinates because it starts at bedrock, remember? That's what makes it easy. Normally you have to make sure you have the height appropriately, but if it's at bedrock, it's at 0. You'll be fine. So let's enter the coordinates. I have to do it in chat here. So BBB. Insert, whoop. Insert prefab. It's called GZ. And at what coordinates? It was negative 166, right? 0, negative 282. Let's take a look before we hit enter. Negative 166, negative 282. Negative 166, negative 282. Yep. Alright, let's try it. Now that's... okay, that's a lot loaded. If you can't see the changes, you see the changes? Look at the curve there. See that? All replaced, rotated correctly. Sweet, right? Yeah, looking good. Nailed it right on the dot, didn't we? Let's take a look at our windows. Look at that. Rotated correctly, right? Oh, missed one. Alright, it happens. I'm probably going to put iron bars here. That's why I didn't fill those in yet. You see, replace our brown grass with wood frames. Makes it easy to spot and pick up, because replacing them with air doesn't work. Let's look over here. Nice. Oh, missed them, so I can just do this. Easy enough to do a few blocks, right? Other than that, look at all the windows are done. Yeah. A back one, yep. I guess I could work on the apartment building next, claim this area, and replace all these windows. You see that? Oh, missed another one. Oh, more, huh? Pesky grass. A lot easier than taking a shovel and running around, I'll tell you that. Oh, that needs to be a 3. Trim 3, where you at, baby? Right there. Huh. I guess it's 2 even though it's a window. It looks good, doesn't it? Looks like we got it. Now, I don't like to use the prefabeditor for things like doors, because I always get the way they face wrong. I like to see it. And I hate these fucking frames. God bless. Anyway. Yes, I've been drinking. You got what you need to know out of the video. I'm sure you can figure the rest out on your own, right? I'll probably do another video on fucking around with the prefab editor, but that's it for using his claim and export feature to help you fix areas that you want to fix. Peace.